the follow-up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and for the past 3 years, we've been sitting on my bed and having a conversation about something we want to talk about. And this week, we're going to talk about the crazy smoke situation in New York, especially the city.
Yeah, it was nuts. So
Nuts.
On Tuesday, when I was walking home, and right now it's nice to be in your room with the window open.
Yeah, because not smoking anymore.
Right, on Tuesday when I was walking home from the office, I started to feel lightheaded, but I didn't put two and two together with the smoke because it didn't really smell anything outside.
Right, it didn't occur to you.
But the air quality, I guess, was that bad, but the smoke smell wasn't there yet. And then Wednesday was terrible in the afternoon.
Yes.
And
in school.
It was orange.
So in school.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, so can you take us through... So I told you Wednesday morning to go to school, wear a mask outside, go to school, and I remember saying, I hope you don't have outdoor recess. And they canceled. They made everything indoors.
Yes.
Okay, so take us through what was going on in school that day.
So we have art on the 6th floor. So we went up to this, and there's a roof, so it's an open area, and the art room is the window to the roof. So all of our windows are closed, and it gets so smoky in the room. So we all run down to get masks, because we don't carry around with us. We're not carrying around. So we all go to get masks. So it's crazy. It's like gets in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go downstairs back into our classroom, and it's smoky. So we're all wearing masks, even the teachers. And it was very crazy because it was very smoky in the classroom, and we were still doing things, but it was much harder too.
Yeah, and they brought in, so then there was a thing where parents could come into the school that day, so we came into your class, and there was the air purifier, and everybody was wearing masks, but was it distracting, like you could smell it, were you looking out the window thinking,
yes.
What is going on here?
It
But
was
you knew that from the news what it was.
Right.
But
it was so weird to see orange. Like, how is smoke orange?
Well,
but
smoke
it's
is
fire.
orange. Yeah, exactly.
Smoke is orange.
Yeah, like when the flames are up there, it's it's orange and red and yellow, but I think it was the smoke mixed with I don't know how it
chemicals
or whatever. Yeah,
orange.
exactly. Some combination made the sky orange. Were there kids in your class, or I should say, did your teacher explain what was going on?
No.
So
it was just
all of a sudden it's smoky.
Yeah.
So did a lot of kids know why?
Yes, a bunch of kids did know why.
Okay.
But it was so weird because I'm like staring out. We were on the computers, and I'm just like glancing out the window, and it just consistently getting darker and darker orange, and it's just like, wow. And I think that's the biggest. I'm pretty sure it's the biggest wildfire Canada's ever had.
Oh.
Burned. I think it's burned about the size of South Carolina, all of South Carolina.
Really?
It's burned that amount of land. I think
wow.
from Friday, I think I saw that.
Really? Last thing I saw was the size of Vermont, like 8.5 million acres. It's nuts.
Or maybe it was New Jersey.
Was anyone scared?
No.
Worried?
I think a few kids, but I knew it's fine. Like
For now,
it was. But the thing is, you know where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's because it's caused by climate change. All of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is I feel like this is definitely going to happen a lot more. If we don't solve climate change, I feel like this is going to be a normal thing in New York. It's going to happen.
Yeah, if we don't do the things
that we should do.
Yeah, to try to turn around the climate. Yeah.
Let's start recycling more, even more.
Well, recycling, yes, but the carbon emissions.
Stop polluting.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to put up more charging stations for cars, more electric cars being made.
Mm-hmm. We got to do things to keep the trees. I mean, there's
lots of stuff that we need to fix.
Yeah, there's a lot to do.
But
so go back to this. But your teacher did not explain anything.
She didn't explain that it was because of Canada wildfire.
What was the explanation?
There wasn't really an explanation. Just she said, it's smoky in here. Let's make sure we all have masks on.
All right, I guess. Yeah, I guess. All right. So then you had recess indoors that day.
Actually, here's something funny. So kindergarten was supposed to have field day in the park across from our school. So they had to do it in our recess facility, so that's indoors in a gym. So then we couldn't do that. So we played Foursquare in our classroom, which was really fun.
And your classroom is not that big.
We have I think we have the second smallest classroom in the whole school, with the second biggest class.
So you played Foursquare in the room. Anything get broken?
No.
No? All right, so you played...
And we were very lucky because our dioramas were on the tables.
So, okay, and then the next day, Thursday... No, that was Wednesday, right.
So
and then, then you came home and then dance was canceled.
Yes.
So all after-school activities in New York City were canceled. That were affiliated with the school, but then dance, which is not affiliated with the school, then they still canceled.
Yes.
They still canceled
But
dance, so you can go outside.
But New York City had the worst air quality in the world that day.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was like 400 something, which is really bad.
Yeah, I don't know what that measurement is.
I don't either, but it was hazardous.
Yeah, extremely.
And now we was like moving on. I think it's still in the air in some states, like Philly, D.C. I think it hit D.C. hard. But it's crazy how it went down so far. But here,
it moves. Right, and then on Thursday, you didn't have school anyway on Thursday and Friday this week.
We were lucky.
Prearranged, right. So, but Thursday, it was best not to, I mean, I guess you could have gone outside of the mass, but not really run around, so you stayed in Thursday. And then we were able to get out on Friday.
And now it's so nice. Like, I was outside all day today, no mask. So it was like, it felt like the pandemic when you were wearing a mask outside.
Oh, God. For that one day, and then all of a sudden you're stuck indoors the next day. And
I don't want that to happen again.
No.
It just feels too strange when it's like you're thinking, oh my God, it's like the pandemic. But it's so weird because it's like a totally different reason. But it's like still like a health scare both ways. So I was scared.
Right, the thought was, because at the beginning of the pandemic, you're thinking, wait, how long are we going to have to do this? Maybe just a week or two.
Oh, and then you're thinking this the same
right,
thing.
and then thinking about this, like, what's going on
here? Yeah.
And then yesterday, when we were upstairs on the roof, I smelled, at one point, smoke.
Yeah, I did too.
What is that? But then it turns out it was just a fire on 41st Street.
A fire, it seemed like a building across from the Chrysler building.
Yeah.
It seemed.
Seemed like it. Anyway.
But
well, I'm glad that it's over for now. But
and I'm glad it wasn't the Canada wildfire.
Well, sure, exactly, and hoping that things can get under control, and we might be having this conversation again next year after. I hope not.
I know, but it's gonna take a while for this conversation to stop.
Probably.
I think it's gonna be an ongoing conversation for a while.
I would imagine so. Yeah, I would imagine so. All right, so. This comes out Monday, what day is Monday?
Monday's the
12th. And then the night, and then
this is Sunday.
Right, and then the following Monday will be will be your last episode before going to camp.
Yes, but don't worry, they're gonna resume with me after.
Right, okay, so and then maybe we'll talk about this a little bit next week, but maybe Mom and I were going to read all of your letters to the camera.
You're not going to read all my letters to the camera.
No?
Don't read all my letters.
I'm just kidding. You think we would do that?
No, I don't
No way. Of course not. All right. Love you.
Love you.